Previously on Final Fantasy XIV DawnTrail.
What? Send ye third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable. A gross violation of social protocol.
Okay, I can see it. I can see what y'all talking about.
I told you not to worry about such things.
All right then. Shan't worry a whit.
Yeah, I can totally... I can totally see what y'all talking about. Alright. So let's go ahead and continue on. So aside from like job changes and raid stuff that was coming out today, one other thing that I was able to work on was I was able to get all my ether currents. Almost. Not all of them, but a good chunk of them without spoiling myself, obviously. So Kazuma Uka is pretty much completed in terms of like discovery. I haven't worked on any quest stuff because I wasn't too sure if you guys want to see me do any of the quests at all. If you're curious of me doing some of the quests, then like feel free to let me know and I will do it. But if you don't care that much, you just care for the MSQ, then like I would just do those off screen. Same with, you know, all the other ones whenever I get around to it. Where was this? Oh yeah, it was over here. I believe I could just go ahead and talk to Kohana. The Feet of Pots. The elector bids the claimants assemble in a large building on the west side of the village. I would head over, finding Thancred and Urianger. I also ran into Liviere twins on the way here. I took the liberty of directing them to the venue. Oh, well, thank you. That's very helpful. We're rivals. It's not his job to make sure I know the feat is starting. But even now, he consents to a fault. Anyway, let's not keep Red Duroc waiting. Okay. London Bridge is falling down. I thought everyone would be here now. Well, I mean, I guess we were kind of ahead. Oh yeah, what was the noise? I can't remember what it was. I'll probably hear it in a cutscene or something. Wait, it was Ready Rock. Thanks to you for assisting help hand Rocco Rock. She will announce the feat once the other claimants arrive. So please be patient a little while longer. Stop, not that noise. But we have to do it. Y'all wanted voice acting, right? I'm happy to report that we were able to convince one of the Potsworn to stay. How did you fare? Same. We were able to get him something. So you managed to do the same. Splendid. Welcome to Earthenshire. First promise. We support your plans for salt crossings and the new Potsworns they will bring. Okay. Hail the mighty Zorja. He cleared many piles of rockfall as they were Pebblestone, the resilient son of Dawnservent. Zorja was clearing fallen rocks? I'm surprised he would have volunteered his time for anything unrelated to the contest. Well, we meet again. Uh-oh. Oh gosh. Y'all would come right at the time where it's beneficial. Just in time for the feat to begin. This is why I like Alizé. I'll bet he was already here, laying low while the rest of us did all the work. I agree. Me and Alizé are on the save Wayne leave all the time. Oh wait. Claimants, your attention please. As Ready Rock has explained, many of our Potsworn left us following the storm. The precious metal were crafted by those artisans, bringing much jingling shine from across the salts. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer. Tuyolao merchants will suffer. What is the noise? It's the noise that they make. The little goblin guys, moblins. The moblins, they make that noise. So I gotta do it whenever I read their dialogue. So Ready Rock sets you this feat. Each of you are to find one clever hand goldsmith to bring back here to us. So we're to recruit new potsworn. Makes sense for the feat of pots. Calling it as a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? It demonstrates a lot, actually. You are free to refuse Ready Rock's request. She would be happy to inform the Dawnservent of Zoro Jaw's disqualification. The right is a means to an end. The steps we take to get there are not important. Then Ready Rock declares the feat of pots begun. But remember, a pot pack must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps. Oh, he's gonna struggle with this one. The elector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival, which is exactly what we should do. Oh, that's messed up. A fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so too, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. Lazy. That nasty brute is up to something. Aye, he may seek to delay us again, as he did on the river. We can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. What do you think, Wuk Lamet? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy this feat? I know some artisans amongst my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. That's an interesting way to say it. I couldn't ask them to give up the comforts of Tuyolao to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. Meanwhile, Koana probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand? That's just a statement of fact. I suppose we could try asking around what you makey. I was thinking the exact same thing. It seems a logical place to start. Back to Tuyolao, it is. Wait, does that mean we have to take the boat again? No, I can't do it. I can't. The stomach can't. Not another boat ride. Oh. You said I should share my burden, so I will speak plainly. The truth is, I get really sick on boats. Yeah, I think we kind of noticed. Wuk Lamet, this is hardly news. But it was brave of you to admit. In any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading downward river will be much smoother. It will? Are you sure? Oh, she's crying. I'm positive. Mostly. Hey, we're already here. Oh, she's not feeling too good though. Sorry, girly. What obstacles will Bogo Jaja throw at us next? Or will he just try to something more direct? Did we mention the Potsworn in our care required a constant stream of encouragement in order to craft? The four of us must have chanted the same cheer dozens, if not hundreds, of times. Arenville was scolded more than once for not cheering loudly enough. Oh, really? Wuk Lamet suffers such terrible bouts of seasickness. I wish I had a spell or potion that could ease her nausea. Only it was that easy. I procured many usual items for clients, but meeting the personalized needs of Potsworn is not the experience I care to repeat. Ugh, I need a moment. Upriver or downriver, Hoi Katakmu is too rough for me. The nausea is a bit more bearable now that I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd still rather not set foot on a boat if I can help it. Alright, I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Ropley can help us recruit a Potsworn. Makey is gathering spots for skilled artisans of all kinds. If we're to find a Potsworn candidate, I think of no better place to begin our search. I agree. So this is Makey that Wuk Lamet was talking about. I had yet to make it this far in my wanderings. I thought we'd been through here together. Arenville's brought us here on the first tour of the city, but time did not permit a close look. I should like to observe these masters at work. Surely at least one person will answer Wuk Lamet's call for a Potsworn. Maybe Master Ropley can help us. Phew, the fresh harbor air was just what I needed. Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you back to Makey? You've not cheaped your axe again, did you? No, Master Ropley. Actually, I have a favor to ask. You see, we need a Potsworn to be able to win. You think you can get us one? Surely you can. So what do you think? Do you know of any craftsmen who might be interested? Fetching my artisan from the Moblins, eh? Well, seeing as it's the Third Promise making the request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on the offer. Only I can think of the suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with a mastery of goldsmithing that would also have no qualms about relocating to the Earthenshire? Yeah, I was just thinking about that actually. I was like, wait, what about that guy that we just brought here? Isn't he a goldsmith? You mean Forgentine? He did say he was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the salt. And considering the distance he's already come, I like to think he wouldn't mind moving a little up the river. That said, he's only just got himself a new job. It is too soon to ask him to assign a pot pact. There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the Potsworns are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find Forgentine at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day. Probably a meal over at Bal Tai. Okay? And maybe we should go and talk to him. Just you and me, since he knows us. Wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. Alright. The two of us can handle this. Take a rest at the cabins if you like. See you guys later. Right. Let's go see a man about a pot. Man, I just got all these notifications. When Fortune first arrived, the ways of our city were so new and confusing for him. It's funny how quickly people get used to things though. If you're willing to take the time. Okay, I'm gonna try to take the teleport over here. Oh yeah, I just thought about it. Where is the Melmoogle? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Look what I have here. 2 new letters have arrived, Kupo. Yeah, these are from the books that I just got. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop those. Let's take a look at them real quick too. Whoa, he glows and all that? That's actually kind of cool. Wonder if he flies around or something. Kind of intimidating to have Zodiac just, you know, floating around and all that. That's cute. Well, I gotta have my Meteon back, so sorry, Zodiac. You can be in the favorites though, because you do have a pretty cool looking design. I think our boy is getting some tacos. He's got to get some tacos. We're gonna have another lovely taco scene. Should have went the other way. I knew it. Oh well. I'm still not sure about this. He's looking right at you. Hey man. Oh, Anthony, you're here too. The third promise says she wanted to chat. I've just finished eating, so shall we find a quiet spot to outside? Yeah, sure. It's definitely getting comfortable here. Last time we talked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I was, wasn't I? A lost soul until the two of you came along and it helped me rediscover my purpose. My new place of employment has been most welcoming, and for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. That's wonderful. So what is it that you wish to discuss? Well, it's hard to ask this right after you settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a potsworn. I've heard of my new colleagues mention the term. That's when an artisan signs a contract to work for moblins, isn't it? But you're not a moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's for a feat in the rite of succession. I need to bring a new potsworn to the Earthenshire. So that's the way of it. We've barely met, and after pushing you to work at what you makey, I'm now demanding you to throw that away and sign a pot pact instead. It's a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you. Third promise. The other day, I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I'm pleased to say that I am now an official subject of Tuyolao. I've since endeavored to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of secession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now you will recall it's my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was the East End when Garlean's forces led siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos, he was slain. War took him from me in an instant. A man I loved and admired. I never wish to suffer such a loss again. Wow, this music is very cheerful for something like this. And so as much as I am indebted to you for turning my life around, it is also a fellow peace-loving Tulialian that I want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve that by signing a pot pact, then I shall gladly do so. Fortune-Tine, thank you. You think this could be a Kingdom Hearts song? Maybe, yeah. I could kind of see it. I shall return to Master Ropley and inform him of my decision. Allow me, I'm the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. Well, that was easy. Well, hello there. Perhaps you remember me. Barack Uvo, owner of Baba Yava Tai. I like a word if you don't mind. You're Wuk Lamet's ally from across the salt, right? And a hero from some renown too? If the gossips to believe. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Sure. Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. I wonder what that could be all about. Oh, this is for the role quest. Okay. Well, cool. They added the role quest in a little early. I didn't expect role quest to be this early, actually. Let me check it out a little bit. Okay. I'm not gonna worry about it right now, though. We'll probably take it on a little later. Let's try to make as much progress as we can to the story. And maybe Friday, when we do have more time, I can do them. Or do at least like 1 or 2. Coming live from channel 2. Local man discards cool minion for his basic blue bird. Therapy has been issued for the discarded minion known as Zodiac. Zodiac. Zodiac getting therapy. But my Meteon is too cool. I mean, you could say that for a lot of my minions if you want to do that, because look at all my minions. I got 7 pages of minions. A lot of them are probably going through therapy if we're going through that type of scenario. I see you managed to find Fortune Time. Yep. It feels ungrateful to leave so soon after Master Roleplay granted me employment, but surely he will understand. I do this for the future until you allow. I'm gonna be on this side. Master Roleplay, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Fortune has agreed to sign the pot pack, yes. Well, it's a shame that to lose a compatible goldsmith. To have one of our own handpicked to serve the third promise is a great honor of what you're making me. I appreciate you for understanding. Of course, if you happen to know the other talented artisans, regardless of their expertise, I will hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself if you're so inclined. Alright, maybe. I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Robley. I am blessed to have these workshops to be my first home until you allow. Come back to us if Moblins cut you loose. You will always have a job at what you making. I expect you will want to leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. Hopefully things don't turn out for the worse. What became of Fortune? Were you able to find him? We did, and he's agreed to become our potsworn. We'll leave when he's ready, but you'll still have a little time. Splendid, we shall meet you anon. I think that Taco Bell's coming up on me. I had plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Fortune's put in his faith in me, and I won't let him down. That's good. Oh no, I should be good. I should be good. You can now unlock deliveries for what you making. Speak to Ropley and pursue new endeavors as you progress through the rite of succession. Oh. Inscrutable tastes. Okay, so I definitely need to work on that because I haven't done any deliveries. That's something I need to do. A father first. Okay. Right then, I have some things to take care of at the palace. While you can pass the time however you like, I suggest you head back to the cabins. After all, even heroes need a rest, and we still have a big journey ahead of us. Okay. London bridges are falling down. Why is the Lands Guard here? At last. At last what? Welcome back, sir. You've had a Landsguard messenger most anxiously waiting on your return. Anthony of the Third Promise entourage? I've been all over the city looking for you. The Dawnservent summons you to the palace. You are to present yourself to the gate guard stationed outside of Sunperch at your earliest convenience. Oh, and one more thing. You are not to mention this visit to Wuk Lamet. Ooh. Is he challenging us? Oh, I think he is. That's gotta be the case. He's challenging us to a fight. There's no other reason. I hope you guys are enjoying the new emotes. I got them on Twitter, actually. Mop my chambers, Warrior of Light. That's goofy. Is that what he's saying? Thank you for the 30 months, Dying. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna fight him. Unless this is a mopping type of fight or something. The Dawnservent awaits you within. While I was informed of the reason of your audience, in terms of attire, I would suggest full battle regalia. I mean, I think I'm good. Let's go. Maybe I should have went in as a Viper. Oh well, that's fine.
Forgive me this sudden summons. When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity.
The mopping simulator.
And they call me head of resolve for good reason. Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne. And I've been craving a proper challenge. The lance wielder, Estinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided. Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland. Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won, are you warrior enough to stand against me?
Of course. Why don't we find out? So long as neither of us gets too carried away. I'm not interested in fighting you. Ooh, that's interesting. I just came here to mop. Where's that option? I like the first one. Why don't we find out?
A spirited answer. Why not indeed? The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course. But expect no other mercies.
Okay.
Come! Ready your arms and show me the truth of the tales.
Don't mind my Monado. And of course they played this song. Now I'm starting to think I should have played as a Viper. Oh well, it's okay. Tank stance? Let's get it.
Give it your all. I want to fight to remember.
Fancy blade work. Okay, I was like, that sounds like an AoE, so not sound like.
Test the waters.
Okay.
Didn't even blink. I see you know the Viper style.
Ah.
Ha! Let's see how you handle this.
Oh, not what I was expecting. Okay. And then it got to be the opposite, right? Ah, okay.
The spearman did not lie. Very well then.
Whoa.
Resolve and resume kingdom. All right.
You done forgot it. Do, 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 do.
Ha! Did you think you had my measure? Take this!
Oh,
Still holding up?
wait, what is this? What the heck? Oh, okay, I see.
We're far from finished.
Okay.
No more.
Why you running away?
back. Stay alert.
Oh, Grand Nebula, that's different. I didn't see that last time. Okay, let's. Ah.
You are well indeed.
Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta think about The Kingdom of Baron. Oh, this is a very fun fight. I'm really enjoying it. Ooh. This is one of your favorite parts? I wish I could understand this mech. I mean, it's definitely becoming one of my favorites so far.
Really are formidable.
You really are. All right, what are y'all doing? Okay.
Now we'll see what you're truly made of.
Oh wait, is it like? I thought I got it down. Haha.
That will do. You've shown me more than enough.
Oh, cool. Well, that was definitely very fun.
I brought my full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it. Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected you to give me so much trouble.
My sword.
Estinian did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with.
There, everyone who's been saying that you haven't been the focus of the story, they gave you some love right here. And I think that's good for me.
Confession. I said I crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here. I had to judge for myself if you were fit to attend my beloved daughter. In some respects, she is much like me. Hot-headed and prone to rush into danger. But one with your adamant defense could shield Lamet from those who would do her harm. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliyola, but a concerned father. Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamet? Whether it be as their promise or just a companion on the road. Speak your mind.
Oh. Two options. She's young, but I definitely do think she has potential. I don't think she's not ready to rule. Like, I don't think that at all. I think she can rule as long as she's able to complete the trial. She just got to learn all the ways of her father did. So, definitely first one. I feel like the haters probably picked the second.
Ha! A tactful response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne. Not yet.
I don't know if they'll have that option. That's an interesting one.
Lamet thinks she understands her many peoples. Their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital. And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized. As potential rulers, all four claimants are lacking.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one. And if no one has impressed me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne. As a parent, I pray that my children rise to the occasion. With outsiders dragged into my game, I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow. I imagine you in particular have traveled many lands, know many peoples and cultures, love them and being loved in turn. Guide Lamet as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
I knew it. There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you. You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
I see there is no point in denying it. You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries. You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
I can't imagine Alphino doing anything like this.
Watch over her, champion. Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Galof's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset. The other two, though. They dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings. And no good can come of it.
I agree. The drummer was waiting. Can I go now? Dun, 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 dun. If he had his way, Papa would keep dueling until the day he dies. Even now, I know of only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away about their bouts. Zorojaw, your lance-wielding friend Estinian, and yourself. You really do live up to your fearsome reputation. I'm curious though, did Papa want anything else of you? A small favor, nothing more. Yeah, I don't want to lie, just being honest. But if that's all it was... The shape of peace. I still haven't had one bite of Nameki's food thanks to Papa's nonsense, so I'm going back to finish my plate before I head out. I have otherwise asked everyone to meet at the Forward cabins. Come and join us after you've had a moment of recover. Eh? Sure. London Bridge is falling down. Dang it, Papa. It's okay. I can understand how she's a little upset about it, but come on, it was fun. All in good fun. A wild arbor just showed up. I'm just kidding. Await your companions and continue with the rite of succession? Yeah, we can go. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Is that it? You're all set to go? I left Eosia prepared to travel in search of work, so I had a few belongings to begin with. Bidding farewell to my fellow artisans took rather a lot of time, however. Again, I appreciate you for making this commitment for Argentine. I saw Rovgar up there heading down the stairs. Shall we depart for Earthenshire then? Oh, it's him. I was like, wait. I think I seen someone coming down the stairs towards us, and it's of course. A word before you go. It would have been nice to have it voice act. I want to hear his voice again. Wakivo, what are you doing here? I spend my days correcting manners, and here I am perpetrating the grave offense of delaying the third promised departure. Please take up your axe and rend my flesh unto taco meat. What the heck? Must your demands be gruesome? Besides, I told you that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Okay. Alright then, I won't let it bother me either. What was that all about? I come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage getting ready to leave. You seek the City of Gold, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. It's the final step of the rite of succession. If you know of anything of the subject, I'd love to hear it. Then allow me to be of service. As you know, the legends of the Golden City have been passed down in Toral for thousands of years. Yet when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portray it as one might expect, a glittering metropolis of golden towers. Others suggest it is more assuming and owes the name to a fabulous treasure hidden at its heart. Oh, you know what? You are right about that. Every telling, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The lesson to be learned from this third promise is to seek the legend is a court death. I must implore you to proceed with utmost care. That is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Thank you, Wuk Lamet. Why y'all looking at me? What are we to make of these cautionary tales? If every expedition has end in tragedy, how then did the Dawnservent find the city and return without incident? It seems the legend originated from the Yokoi. Speaking with them remains our strongest lead, I feel. A lead we shall follow in time, but first let us see Fortune safely into the Moblin's care. Oh, did they teleport us there? Yep, they did. Meanwhile, in Kazuma Uka, Bujaka stole somebody's.
Finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the resilient sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them. If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
I like how she has nothing to say about all this.
Step aside.
Remind me. There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants. Was there?
Do not be foolish, Bakul Jaja.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones. And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head. The Dawnservent may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth. Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we are worthy. Draw your weapon. Face me in battle and learn your place.
A moment, first promise. Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
Too scared to make the first move? Then allow me!
Ooh. Deserved?
But he's just a runt.
Oh, y'all scared now.
My thanks for your restraint.
I can kill him whenever I please.
Okay, Zoro Job waking his way up the charts for me. Okay, I see you.
Your part in this is far from over.
No. What? Oh, we're back, and we brought us with a willing potsworn. This is Fortune-Tine, a talented goldsmith who once worked at Ash Times Aesthetics in Yulda. We don't like Zero Jaw in this house? Oh, he's mean to his sister? Well, yeah, I mean, so is Boko Jaw, too. Like, come on, Boko Jaw is the same way. I just like Zoro Jaja because he was put Boko Jaw in his place. That's why I like him a little bit more now, that's all. Nothing else. It's not like I really, like him that much. Yeah, both suck. Wonderful, impressive. You are first to return, Third Promise. And with an artisan from across the salt, no less, we welcome you and your unique skills to Earthenshire. Helphand will show you the works pot. This is it then. I look forward to hearing your proclaimment, Dawnservent. Oh. Thank you, Fortune-Tine. I'll be sure to not disappoint you. Take care. You have reached met the requirements of the Feat of Pots. Ready Rock presents your keystone with joy, smiles, and well-wishing. Cute. That makes 3. We're really going through these a lot faster than I expected. More Potsworn candidates. Come, tell Ready Rock your tales. Another feat accomplished, another keystone acquired. Oh ho ho! You're doing well. I expected no less from Zorojaw's esteemed siblings. Your cleverness in particular is most admirable, Second Promise. We must have you apply that Charlian knowledge you so cherish and arm Terrell with weapons of Magitech design. In your role as the new Dawnservent's chief advisor, of course. The tools of war hold no interest for me. I wish only to improve our nations through practical innovations. Foreign powers would think twice about testing our strength once Tuyolao is known for its advanced technology, just as the Garlean Empire was deterred from the invading Charlian. That may be true, but how long will it take Tuyolao to progress this advanced state? How many years? With a collective commitment to education and hard work, it should not take so very... Your way is too slow. Easier to expand our territory and swallow Charlian whole. Conquer other nations through force of arms, and you're looking at a future of uprising and bloodshed. Yours wouldn't be the first failed empire. Then we keep fighting until the mounting costs convince them to lay down their weapons, until all have grown lost, tired of loss. How would such an outcome bring anyone joy? What you propose is a mockery of peace. Ready Rock is reminded of the days long ago. All your homies hate Zoro Jaw? You don't even have a navy, you're going to swim there? That is true. How are they even gonna be able to survive any of the nations that is east from where they are? Like, come on now. We have several nations that are in line and allied with Eorzea. Tuyolao is a small place. It ain't gonna be able to handle all that. If they can't even get there themselves. In the time before Tuyolao, there were no pot packs for the potsworn. It was normal to grab snatch artisans and force them to work for mobbies. I mean, Zorojaw is not too far off from what Bokojaw is. Until the day Golo Jaja arrived, the families of the Grab Snatch plead with him, and so he came to Earthenshire. Mobbies are not a warm make people. We fear death had come for us. But Gul Jaja just wanted to talk. Be at ease. We are here to trade words, not blows. The goldwork crafted in this village is superb. One can tell at a glance at the quality of materials used, the mastery of techniques employed. Yet it does not steer the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirit is devoid of luster. Compare that now to the works of the joyful artisan. She pours her very soul into her creations, and they shine like the newly risen sun. Have you not seen this to be true? And so began the custom of good living. Happy potsworn make good works, and good works make mobbies happy. Gul Jaja's words were wise. Joy smiles did indeed bring fine crafts and much jiggly sign. So the head of reason was behind the forging of the pot packs. Yes, reason and clever think changed Mobby's way of life. The first promise tires of your talk of olden days. He would rather look to the future and the next feet. Those feet over there. You mean mine? No. He's plotting something with her. I think he's plotting something with everybody, really. We should be getting on our way as well. Boko Jaja never did come back, did he? Do you have a moment, third promise? Rocco Rock would repay you for hand helping with Kai. He brings a tale of the Golden City. Really? I love to hear it. The towers, the cities, the streets, all fashioned from gold. Everywhere you look, every splendor you can imagine. The young, the old, everyone in between, they live in golden happiness. A city of eternal bliss, forever perched above the clouds. Everything fashioned from gold, eh? And just imagine everyone living in a golden happiness. Now that's a city I like to visit. Excuse me, Rocco Rock, where did you hear that particular story? From our longtime Yokoi friends. They live up the mountains in the Yukopacha. The giants again. Seems everything is pointing us their way. This feat and everything leading up to it has taught me much about the Moblin way of life. I'll be sad to leave Earthenshire and your joy smiles behind. the noise makes you jump every time. Don't worry, this is probably the last time you get to hear it. The story is described as a place of boundless happiness, but also rife with dire warnings of seekers who did not return. What are we to make of this? Definitely getting some mixed messaging here. These tales raise many questions. Let us hope the giants have answers. The head of Reason of Ready Rock's story sounds so different from the head of Resolve. They share the same body, yet their personalities are wholly distinct. I mean, it's kind of the same way as Boko Jaw. It unsettles me that Zorojaw isn't even a claimant in the first place. Surely his father cannot condone his violent ambitions. I mean, both of them are pretty violent when you think about it. Right, we should go and see the giants next. Agreed. Golden Mysteries notwithstanding, their village is featured prominently in the saga and is not to be ignored. The Yugopacha Highlands should be easy enough to reach from here. If we leave Earthenshire from the west, there's a road which leads up into the mountains. Let's find that first. Okay. This road will take us through the mountains to the Yugopacha Highlands. An exhausting route, perhaps, but a straightforward one. We're to meet with Yokoi at last. One day we're sailing up river, the next we're hiking up mountains. You know it, that's the way of our adventures. The highlands where the lay of the proof took place, that being Gulo Jaja's encounter with the Yokoi. But it is also the stage for the Lay of Ice, where heroes fought the monstrous Valley Garmanda. I am most curious to know what the right will demand us there. Oh, is the right gonna be us fighting that thing? Oh. Okay, that makes sense for a trial. Wait, so if we all have to fight it, that would make sense about the trust system. Okay. Looks like the trial is going to get steep from here on in. I hope everyone is ready for some climbing. Third promise. I'm glad I caught you. Ready Rock asked me to bring you back to the village. She says there's something she forgot to give you. Huh? Something other than a keystone? Yes, an item of great importance, or so I was told. It shouldn't take long if you would please follow me. Suspicious music's playing though. I wonder what this is all about. Well, no need for everyone to come. I'll be back in a little while. I feel like I should go. That man seems... Wait. That man seemed familiar somehow, but I just can't place... I can't place him. I'm eager to continue the Highlands and meet Yokoi face to face. We've heard much about them, but I'm not entirely sure what to expect. Knowing Wuk Lamet, she was probably eating sweets behind our backs and forgot to pay the shopkeeper or something equally careless. I don't know about that one. Yeah, rather interesting hair for a cure. Or should I say Wabata? In any case, strange that I've never noticed him while we were in Earthenshire. In the ways of Obi-Wan Kenobi, I got a bad feeling about this. This is taking quite a while. Just keep waiting for now, I suppose. Perhaps there were complications? Well, let us wait a little longer. If you wait way too long, I think at that point you should go and check to see what's going on. This is getting a little ridiculous. Did she get lost on the way back to find us? Doubt it. But how? There's only one road. I wouldn't underestimate Wuk Lamet's sense of direction, or lack thereof. Fortunately, she has a link pearl. Let's see what's keeping her, shall we? She's not responding. Perhaps we should return to Irvingshire? Towards Ready Rock, who had business with her, yes? See? I knew it. I knew it. It just makes sense, you know? Something fishy was going on. Probably Boko Jaja. Or someone who doesn't want the third promise to succeed. Good job with the promise to her father. I wanted to go. My character, for some weird reason, wouldn't let me go. Woo, 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 woo. She doesn't seem to be here. Well, obviously. I thought Wuk Lamet was just being her usual impulsive self, but now I'm not certain. So certain. Something's not right. I can feel it. Yeah. I pray not untoward has befallen the third promise. Sorry. Back again so soon? We've come looking for Wuk Lamet. Did you not send someone to fetch her? Ready Rock did not. Neither has she seen the third promise since you were last here. Then who was that man who came for her? Oh, I thought you left already. Where is Lamanti? Is she not with you? Some guy came and asked for her, but we don't know who and where they are. You don't know where she is? How could you let this happen? That thou shouldest worry for thy sister is understandable, yet rather than assign blame, thine energies are better spent on locating her. It's been a while since I had to read Yuri dialogue. I will help you search. This is not how I wish to follow claimant to lose the contest, my sister least of all. In that case, dividing our forces will allow us to cover more ground. Anthony and I should work together at least, the better to facilitate communication between our groups. Sounds good. Then the rest of us will split up. Report in should you find anything. Alright. Wrong, Yuri the warrior light made a promise. We're trying. We'll be on our way as well. Right. Keep in touch. Come. We should begin our search. I agree. This is most worrisome. If Ready Rock hears anything, she will let you know. Lost promise. If Lamenti was returned to the Earthenshire from the west, then she should have passed through here, except Ready Rock swears she didn't see her. In which case, it's entirely possible that Lamenti never made it back to the village at all. The only way to be certain is to ask the sentry stationed at the opposite entrance. London Bridge is falling down. Now that song is starting to make a little bit more sense. When you really think about it, the song is starting to make some sense, which is kind of concerning. If the guard did not see Lamenti, then we can be fairly sure she's not in Earthenshire. She's not one to pass without notice. The third promise. Moby has been standing at his post with diligent eye watchings. He has seen no claimants pass this way. What a Wada with brightly colored hair. Moby knows something of this one. He hears tongue flaps about a Pilo peddler in many fires who was attacked by a crazy haired bandit on the road. Oh, that's right. I forgot. There are bandits here. A bandit, you say? Thank you. You've been most helpful. My sister's clearly not here, though I wish there were otherwise. We must consider the possibility that the Tawan Wahadatan messenger and the brigade described by the century are one of the same, and that Lamenti is very real danger. Come, let us hurry to the many fires. I like a word with this peddler, should they still be around. Yup. She's been kidnapped by bandits. That was one of the things they did bring up earlier, is that there were bandits. Here, Anthony, this is the merchant who ran a float bandit. Okay. Was there something I can help you with? I'm told you were the victim of the bandit attack. Could you recount exactly what happened? My goodness, I thought I recognized you. I'll tell you everything I remember, second promise. It was the scoundrel Wakakisha who ambushed me. You know the name of your attacker. There's no mistaking that hair. All my peddler friends have stories of that notorious bandit leader and his predictions. Oh, that's where Alize saw it, because she was like, I could have sworn I saw someone watching us. Wakakisha and his gang was stuck to any low for the sake of the few pale, and with no fresh quarry coming up the broken stairs, they've had to become more creative. Little wonder he went after Lamenti. He likely thinks to ransom her for a royal sum. I expect he'll soon make his demands, but I don't intend to wait. We'll find this villain first and deliver his deserved payment in person. What say you to small deception? I will assume that the role of well-to-do merchant to lure Wakakisha out of hiding. Then, when he comes sniffing about, we catch the rat by tail. Sure, let's do it. An excellent plan, and I have just the right garments for your disguise, and at a especially discounted price, of course. A brush with bandits hasn't dampened your mercantile spirit, I see. Very well, I accept your generous deal. It actually looks good on him. Now we lay the bait. I will precede you into many fires to make my presence known. You follow on behind, boasting to those along the way how you paid me a hefty purse in exchange for a rare gemstone of some such. If Wakakisha is a coin hungry as they say, then a recently enriched peddler should be an irresistible mark. We let him strike, and then we spring into our trap. Sounds like a plan. Let's do it. Time to play our parts. Follow Kawana lead and not fall behind. Follow me. Alright, lead the way. Kawana's really good. He's definitely up there in my charts of... Wow, you're just gonna walk it? Okay. He's definitely becoming one of my favorites out of the claimants. Oh shoot. Share with him how happy your imaginary deal with me has made you. Once you put on an appropriate display, we continue our next performance. Okay. Ooh, it's so hot out here. Oh, if someone had a church fan, this would be so helpful. Something I could do for you, friend? You have a kind eye for full attention. Play the role of happy collector who has acquired a rare, expensive gemstone. Isn't it that I can just click on this? Yeah. A rare gemstone from the Hatsaro merchant, you say? I envy the profit that he must have made from such a sale. Since the stairs were destroyed, I've not been able to peddle goods at my usual hunts. Cool. A good start, but I would make certain Wakakisha is aware of me. Let's continue. Enthusiastic moblin. That moblin over there looks amenable to the conversation. Stage yours, Anthony. Alright. The Herald sold you a sparkle stone for your collection? What explains your giant joy smiles? Mobby is happy for your happiness. Mobby is also jealous of the merchant and all the jiggly shine he must have made. That should be enough, but perhaps one last act to drive it home. Man, he boosted on that last part. He must have some turbo in there. What you got in there? Do you see that cheerful pillow? Tell him the tale of your precious gemstone, and then we'll be done with this part of the charade. Okay. How nice to see smiling face. Care to share the reason for it? I've heard nothing but mumblings and grumblings since the storm passed through. Well, let me tell you what's up, buddy. Let me tell you. I got this shiny, nice gemstone from this peddler. It's insane. The passing peddler has had a very gemstone? You sought for your collection? That's a stroke of luck. And I'll wager the merchant was just as pleased to fill his pockets with your grateful coin, eh? Well, I'm inspired to go and earn some pale of my own. Who knows? Maybe opportunity will find me even as it finds you. Take care. Shouldn't he have, like, recognized me or something? Oh well. A most valued customer. The profit from the single purchase of yours should be see me through the weeks of idle leisure. Traveling with such a fat purse and no sellsword is a tempting fate, so I shall make Earthshire my last stop and then return forthwith to Tuliolao. Looking goofy. Did you see? The rat has come for a nibble. Yep. You played your part to perfection, Anthony. A man of many talents, just as Thancred and Urianji described. Now let us lure Wakakisha out and spring our trap. Let's do it. Let us execute the final stage of the plan. I will set out towards Earthenshire alone and unarmed, the better to sell the act of defensiveless merchant, assuming Wakisha is watching. He will likely wait for some quiet stretch of the road before accosting me. I'll be relying on you to follow closely behind, remaining hidden until the time comes to spring the trap on our bandit king. Just remember, we need him alive. Sure, we'll kill him. Sounds like a plan. Wakisha will tell us what he's done with Lamenti. Oh, I never talked to that alpaca keep? Let me do that real quick. Oh yeah, this song. It's been a while since we got to hear it. Oh, there you go. I heard business has been good to you, Master Merchant. How about you share some of those profits? And by some, I mean every coin you have. Well, hello there. Fancy seeing you all here. You're the gemstone collector. Oh, I see what this is. We've been tricked. Spit in your eye, man. Kill these Vedrils. Oh, this is gonna be easy. Slippery vermin. We'll have to interrogate his underlings instead. If you would be so kind, Anthony, pray leave them capable of speech. Alright, I'll do the best I can. I would assist you, but alas, I'm unarmed. That's true. He doesn't have his weapon and all that. Alright, this is gonna be easy. Let me just step right here. Then, oh yeah, that's right. Alright. And you're down. And well, you are lucky you survived, buddy. Yeah, too easy. I was hoping to talk with your boss, but I suppose you three will have to do. Wait, that's the second promise. What do you want with us? Think I'm scared of the fancy title? I think your royal ears. I take your royal ears as a trophy as soon as I get free of these ropes. Well, that didn't do you any good. I know your gang is behind my sister's deduction. Tell me, where is she? Eat pack of shit, salt lover. You'll get no answers from us. That's right. We don't serve you. Do not play games with me. Where is Wuk Lamet? Ooh. I'm fast losing patience. Talk now or die. The choice is yours. We were hired to nab the third promise, that's all. We don't know where they took her. Hired? By whom? We weren't told that either. Only Waukesha knows. He's the one who took the job. Well, it seems we need their leader after all. Once I've arranged for the Lands Guard to take custody of these criminals, I'll call on Thancred and his tracking skills, but perhaps you could pursue Waukesha in the meantime. The bandit was running in an earnest, easterly direction. Should you locate him, I suggest you shadow him rather than force him to confrontation. He might lead us to where Lamonti is being held. Alright, sounds like a plan. Let's do it. Go after Waukesha. I'll watch these miscreants until they can be taken into Land's custody. Alright. Oh no, it's coming for me. It's a Cerberus. I'm just... Excuse me, don't mind me. Wait, is there a hunt or something getting ready to happen? Oh, yeah. Oh, there he is. He's not a fast runner, is he? Did he lose breath already? He is not that good of a fighter or anything, is he? Follow Waukesha from a distance. Ardbird? Should your query begin displaying the effects shown in the picture, you'll be discovered when he turns around. To avoid detection of these times, make use of the cover such as rocks and trees. The objective will also end in failure if you follow too closely. Keep your query in sight, but avoid stepping in the detection circle. Okay. Let's get a little closer. I knew that man looked familiar. This job's more trouble than it's worth. Yeah, lead me to wherever you're taking her. What was that? Ooh. Yeah, go on. Mind your business. Have I came across any FF9 references? No, not really. Surprisingly, I haven't seen any. This was meant to be easy. Well, too bad, buddy. I mean, there might be some moments that feels like FF9, like the music sometimes kind of feel like FF9. And there's been some 10 kind of relatabilities. I say there's some relations between 9 and 10 thus far from what I've noticed. What was that? Who's there? You'll never catch me. Aw, dang it. That's my fault. Alright, we gotta go back. Was there any expansions with 7 references? Yes, Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers has some 7 references in it. Of course it was your fault. No, don't do that to me. Yeah, Shadowbringers is a lot of people's most favorite expansion. Alright, we're back where we were. I see so many people doing the exact same thing. Come on, we can't lose them. Wow, he's getting up there. There's a mob roll over there in somebody's face. Oh, it's like he better not have seen me. Okay. Much better this time. Should be safe enough now. While there's a marble right next to you? Oh, let me get behind that tree. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. He said to meet him in front of the hideout. Where's that damn hobo go? Hubigo? Thought it was easy, but maybe just as good at hiding behind trees. I mean, I haven't had very many problems with these types of quests, but this one, I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was for me on this one. Oh well. We got it. Finally, my money. Give it to me now. The Lance Guard may be hunting us already. Calm yourself. We had our own troubles finding a suitable hideaway. Right. We're finished. Take your prize and leave me out of the rest. Such hostility. You were hurting for coin, and I offer you gainful employment out of the kindness of my heart. Kindness? You brought a blackened tempest upon us. One look, and I could tell that man was a killer, a butcher, a salted devil in that flesh. Oh, spare me your fearful bleeding. Go on, scamper away now before the scary mercenary comes to claim your head. Kona told me the news. You found a abductor then? What's the situation? Well, I found some type of hideaway, but it looks like they have others helping them out. You think the bandits were hired by hobgoats? Yeah. Alright. New strategy. Forget Waukesha and stay on the Momojaw's tail. We don't want to endanger the third promise, so keep your distance until we're certain they have her. I'll catch up to you as soon as I'm able. Sounds like a plan. Alright, here we go again. But I wanted to go inside there. What goodies might be in there? Forget that, I'm going in here. Deceiver's Mantle. Okay, let me get back on track. Hold on, we'll check it out later. Alright, he's not cautious at all. If I fail, I have to start by following the first guy. Oh, that would be terrible if that's really the case. You didn't see anything. I'm hearing things. I better hurry if I don't want to be late beating. Get a beating? Wow, this environment looks so beautiful. Oh, I know where we are. I think so too. They did pretty good with the zones so far from what I've seen. But I'm looking forward to seeing the rest.
Better late than never. That Mamoja, he's the one who kidnapped Wuk Lamet. So we're still unsure. If we can follow him a bit longer, confirm his connection to the abductors. That will complicate matters.
Confound it!
Someone cares about
If I
animals.
set out now, I can trail them along the riverbank.
Do it!
Even if it costs you the contest.
What worth is the throne if I lose my sister to win it?
Very well then. I'll send word when I locate her. Till then, I suggest you save your strength. A rescue attempt could turn ugly.
That Hubigo just now. I swear I've seen him with Bakul Jaja.
Yeah, same.
Knowing the way that monster works, he probably hired bandits to kidnap her so he could steal her keystones. But even alone, my sister is more than a match for a gang of untrained ruffians. She must have been ambushed or deceived. Gah! I should have been there! If those bastards have hurt her!
I like all three of these choices. I have trust in Thancred.
I do trust him, but... Forgive me. Snapping at you won't get my sister back. I'm afraid I've always been like this when it comes to Lamachi. The thought of her being in danger sends me into a panic. But isn't that how families should be? These days, Turali Mikote live however they please. But the clan into which I was born kept to the nomadic traditions of our ancestors. They herded their own neck across the plains, always moving with the seasons. During one such migration, my birth parents left me behind. A child. All alone. Without a single word of explanation. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a stallkeeper in Tuliyolal's market. And that is where the Dawnservent found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamachi came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. So, as you might now understand, I will stop at nothing to rescue her. While we await word from Thancred, I suggest we prepare ourselves to travel downriver. You have a boat, yes?
We did.
Why release the Pontiff not to delay pursuit? If we were unsure of their guilt before, then this surely proves it. Before we act, however, let us regroup with your comrades. Would you mind making the call?
Hey guys, you mind meeting me at the boat? We got some stuff to talk about. Alright, see you in a bit.
Understood. We'll meet you at many fires.
What? It's a crime. I don't know. I may have put rescuing Lamentes ahead of my own progress, but do not take that to mean I'm giving up on the contest. You understand how important she is to me, yet regardless of how close we were, I was able to make this same choice. After all, I am incapable of saving my sister while also winning the throne. Then I am not fit to inherit our father's heavy mantle. True words. We need to gather our forces. Firstly, allow me to brief everyone on our present situation. Thus, at the very least, we believe that Hobgo knows where Lamente has been taken. The Anchored is shadowing their boat even as we speak, and I should like to join him with all haste. Fortunately, our quarry has the foresight to release your Panetti from its harness, leaving us without a means to give pursuit. Arenville, as an expert of wildlife, what are our chances of recapturing the beast? With the right mix of feed, it can be done. I should like an extra hand to help scatter it about, however. Would you accompany him, Anthony? Man, y'all always want me to do all this stuff. Like, alright, sure, whatever. Meanwhile, the rest of us should work on getting the harness repaired. It appears to have been damaged when the Panetti was let loose. With all the peddlers here in the camp, we should have little trouble purchasing replacement materials as far as any necessary metalwork. Earthenshire's artisans are but a short walk away. And let us divide the task and have at it. And it's starting to rain. There was a usually aggressive herd of wild Panetti downriver, so our girl will have fled in the opposite direction. Come, we'll try the waters upriver. London Bridge is falling down. An adventure with Arenville. Seems like it's been an interesting little time for us to be together with Arenville. I'm pretty sure all the fangirls out there probably went crazy for this. Alone with Arenville. Assuming our Panetti has come this way, she'll be hiding in the depths of Marsh Lekka. We'll need to lure her back to the shallows of the promise of food. Wild Panetti eat mainly aquatic grasses and plants, but the tame ones are often fed vegetable scraps. Knowing this, I added leftovers to the feed I've upgraded or prepared. This should help the mixture stand out against the marsh natural scents. Lekka is crawling with predators. However, so I'll leave it to you to scatter feed deeper in. I'll be waiting for you near the shallows with the rest of our Panetti enticing feed. Okay. I was thinking about doing a job change, but then I was like, well, my gunbreaker is still the lowest out of the three that I'm doing. So I'm gonna just keep at it. Alright, where's our little hot spot at? There we go. You scatter Arenville's Panetti feed along the water edge. Okay. So yeah, right now Viper's at 93 because we did that dungeon. And I want to get each of the jobs pretty evenly leveled, so I'm not gonna worry about Viper for a little bit. And Sage is just a little bit ahead of Gunbreaker. Oh hey, there's a hunt. Level 100. Go Azabek. Should I get it? You want me to get it? Okay, let's go. Let's go. No, I'm not gonna even survive that. Chad has faith in me. I'm pretty sure I probably wouldn't survive that. I would get probably two-shotted. All set? I've just finished laying out the last of the bait. Step back out of sight and leave the rest to me. Okay? Here she is, making a loud roar. Shh, there's nothing to be afraid of. We just need your help one last time. You're hungry, I wager. Come on, come with me. That thing's huge. Yes, there's a good girl. It's just floating. We'll be fine here, I think. I'll give her a few more treats, then lead her over to the boat. You can let Kawana know we have our Panetti back. Alright, sounds good. Oh, there you are. There you are, Kawana. There you are. Anvil has the Panetti in hand then? Good. I expected nothing less from a certified gleaner. As for the harness, we were able to purchase all the parts we need. The Liviere twins are over in Earthenshire right now, having the pot swarm make the repairs. I'm told it should take long. We'll be ready to embark on our rescue mission as soon as we hear from Thancred. Okay. Oh, there's the last one. Thancred must know something by now. You found her? Understood. Thank you. I had but to invoke his name. Thancred followed the Hobigo boat to its destination and confirmed that they are indeed holding our sister captive. They, of course, being Boko Jaja and his minions. I swear, I will make them regret this. Lamenti is rich leaf tunnels. The moment the harness is repaired, we strap into the Panetti and make our way back down to Huey Ekimo. Okay. The London Bridge is falling down.
Thancred. The third promise is up ahead. She's unharmed, but we best not dally.
I spit on these pathetic feats. Far more satisfying to claim their baubles by force.
Give it back! Forzanten poured his everything into that stone. You've no right to touch it.
Oh, was that the name of your artisan? How could you allow something so precious to be stolen?
You thieving cheat! You're no true claimant!
What does that make the foolish kitty who fell into my trap? If pitiful roars were all it took to claim the throne, you'd be first in line.
Now, brother. You shouldn't tease her. Look,
the poor things on the verge of tears. Meow. Someone save me.
Wow, that is extremely racist.
Who did that?
His scales are as thick as his skulls.
Hey, let's go. Shoot him again.
Coward! You dare ambush me?
'Tis the blessed sibling's favorite tactic.
That useless Buddha was sycophant. He was supposed to keep the lackeys running in circles.
Oh, you must tell me all about that.
Oh, we already get the fight.
You wouldn't want to hit our hostage.
That one's not to be underestimated.
They can do nothing while we have.
Yeah, Thancred, let's go.
Impeccable timing.
Amachi, are you all right?
Aye, thanks to you.
These weaklings think they can defy us? We'll slaughter the lot of them!
Patience, brother. The keystone is ours. There is no need to fight this day. And Zoralja has left us hurting.
No! I won't stop until I gut these maggots and feed them their entrails!
If we fall here, we fail our siblings for nothing. Is that what you want?
No, brother.
Yeah, she did land on his stomach. He was getting ready to throw up.
Break off! We retreat!
Wait! Damn you, Bakul Jaja!
Do we give chase?
We head back. Amachi is safe. And that is what matters.
Oh, you good, buddy? You gonna get throw up, are you? Shoulder hurting and all that. He put his all into trying to capturing her. I'm glad to see you unharmed, Lamenti. Thanks again for coming to my rescue, Kwana. And all of you, too. No problem. Boko Jaja must have been desperate in need of resort to such aggressive tactics. I shouldn't have been so careless. I underestimated him, and it cost me the keystone. Fortune upended his life so that I could accomplish the Moblin's feat. He believed in me, believed in my cause, and I've let him down. The contest isn't over yet, so we take back what was stolen. You're right. It's not over till it's over. The next time I meet that brute, I'll knock him straight on his scarily behind and take back my keystone. Speaking of vengeance, didn't Boko Jaja curse some useless Boana Scampafint when he caught sight of us? A reference to Saroja, I would assume. He is devoted to our brother and is the only Bona I know of participating in the rite of session. If Zoroja was somehow involved in this, I would never forgive him for putting our sister in danger. He will have forfeited his right to be called brother. I feel like that should have been voice acted. Oh well. Boko Jaja should face punishment, of course, but so must the bandits who had the temerity to abduct Lamenti. I shall request that Father send a contingent of the Lands Guard to enforce the law of this region. I agree that measures need to be taken to keep travelers safe. I wonder what pushed these people towards a life of banditry in the first place. If we dig deeper, we might find a way to improve things for everyone. Sounding like a real leader there. Just something to think about for now. However, the rite continues. I thank you all for your help. We should be moving on as well. Are you feeling fit to travel, Wuk Lamet? You bet I am. Zoroja gained a good head start, and it's time we claw back some lost ground. Opponent's a picture of composure and rationality, except when it comes to matters concerning Wuk Lamet's safety. Far be it from me to fault a brother for being protective, but still, you know how they could be. The Wuk Lamet I once knew would have been conceivable to the loss of the keystone. This journey and her companionship is doing her a world of good. Yeah, that's usually how it works. Though they share a single body, it's obvious Boko Jaja has two minds when you see one head claiming the other head down. His personalities are distinct as two individuals could be. So they're both stupid. We'll need to take that keystone back from Boko Jaja before we arrive at the City of Gold. We need to relinquish it without a fight though. Oh, I'm sure it'll come down to a fight at some point. Maybe like a dungeon boss or something. I really am sorry this happened. From now on, I won't let my guard down around suspicious strangers. And again, I do appreciate you all coming to save me. No problem. Ooh, 93. So I gotta switch to Viper now. Which means I need to be leveling up my my other two. Probably just run some dungeons and all that. Or do some side quests. That'll help. History Keepers. Okay. The road beckons, friends. Let's be on our way to Yokoi. Then it's back to where the path through the mountains begins. You remember the spot where you tricked into walking off with Waukesha? Just going to rubbing my face in like that, huh? I wonder if he's raising my heckles on purpose, though. You know, trying to keep my anger directed at him instead of myself. Either way, we can't be standing around here all day. We have a lot of lost time to make up for. It's true. Lots of it. Burning bridges are falling down. If we're at 93, then that means we got a dungeon and a trial coming up soon. Sounds exciting. Zoroja would not have been wasting time while we are busy tussling with Boko Jaja. We need to hurry. Arenville said this path would take us all the way to Yugopacha Highlands, didn't he? Yep. Those bandits must have been watching us from the moment we stepped off the riverboat. I knew I felt eyes on us. I agree. I couldn't leave without letting Ready Rock know what happened, so I stopped in Earthenshire to say a few words before moving on. Okay. And now Arenville is nowhere to be seen. Couldn't he have waited just a few more moments? So much for giving him the benefit of the doubt. Come on, let's catch up. I want to give that smug gleaner a piece of my mind. Alright. I'm worried Wuk Lamet would agonize over the loss of her keystone, but it seems I had nothing to be concerned about. Onwards and upwards then. Well, that's good that people are really liking the raids because it looks cool. I like the idea of the raids, and I'm really excited to get into it and playing it for myself. I haven't seen any footage of it, but just from like the first footage that they shown to us, it looks so awesome. And I'm so ready for the music. Whoa, is there a lot of people here? There must be a lot of people here. Is there like a hunt or something going on? Oh, we're on the other side. Cool. We'll have to be quite high up by now, which makes me wonder how much higher the summit of Warko Zorma must be. I never climbed so high before. I'll tell Arenville off once I catch my breath. Aw. Seems those buildings up ahead are the village we're headed for. The Yokoi have a deep connection to the legend of the Golden City. This visit will allow us to ask them about the directly. As I'm sure you've noticed, the air grows thinner as this elevation. Take it slow until your body adjusts. Deep breaths, drink plenty of water. A few more steps and we'll be in Warlord's Echo. Okay. A bloodsucker? Let's go. Cool. Just had to take him out real quick. Oh, the story ain't that interesting to you? The tournament arc ain't that interesting to you? Oh. Well, I haven't seen much of it, so I can't say too much. Oh, this is a different town theme. I guess this is the other town theme that everybody was talking about. I knew the path led here, but I never set foot in this village myself. Everything here is a giant size, but that structure in the back is on a different scale altogether. A temple of some kind, perhaps? Chilly air, sod stone construction. If I squint a bit, I might think I was in Ishgard for a moment. Thank the gods, they have an aetherite. I don't fancy the idea of trudging up the mountain trail a second time. Understandable. Oh yeah, that does look like a temple of some kind. Alright, Wuk Lamet. Phew, I think I'm getting used to the air up here. So this is the place where the lay of proof, where Papa met with the Yokoi. He's looking like he's having a good time. And that must be them. I don't think I've ever actually seen one outside of a picture. So it is for most trolle. The giants rarely visit the lowlands. I was expecting them to be a bit bigger. Here in this, their mountain fastness, they tend to be the sole duty they pledge to undertake in their pact with the Dawnservant. To watch over the Terral Vedro Valley Garmandea, and to maintain its prison within their temple. Oh, so it's in there. Ah, yes, Wuk Lamet told us about the Terral Vedro, creatures that live for far longer than normal and awaken their strange powers. Indeed, yet even among those anomalies, Valley Garmanda is unraveled into strength. It has endured for centuries, bringing catastrophe each time it emerges from its lair. As you learn the lay of ice, it was the Gula Jaja who at last managed to imprison the beast and has laid dormant in the temple ever since. It's said the building still bears a gaping hole in its ceiling from when Valley Garmanda was lured inside by Gula Jaja's final ploy. I'm guessing that's the little hole up there. I like to see the strongest of all Terral Vedro. I wonder what it's like to fight it. Warlow Echo was where both the Lay of Proof and Lay of Ice take place. Does this not suggest we'll be facing 2 feats this time? Oh, that would be quick if we take out 2 of them already. That's a question we can ask the Elector once we find him. Or maybe we should flesh out Boko Jaja first so I can beat my keystone out of him. Identifying the Dawnservant's Elector should be our priority. Let's find that thieving cheat. Now let's go ahead and get what we can get right now. I suppose we do still have 4 keystones to earn, and no matter what we do, the contest will pit us against him sooner or later. Alright, let's seek out the Elector. Then I suggest we pay a visit to the Krile or Zar, the Gracious, or so their temple is called. The Moblins told me that the High Luminary Gurfurlor is to be found there. If we are to ask someone for information, then it seems a wise choice. Yep. So much of this area that we need to discover. You hate tournament arcs? Is it too cliche for you? Oh yeah. I need to look for ether shards as well. I mean, really, if you think of tournament arcs kind of like in the sense of like anime and all that, yeah, I could see how some people are turned off about it. Really, this expansion seems very, very anime. This is a very anime expansion because you got your beach episode that's gone wrong. Then you have I'm assuming we're gonna probably have a sauna scene at some point because they mentioned it. There was hot springs and all that. That's what I meant. Hot spring. We're gonna have like a hot spring scene or something because they mentioned hot springs. And then there's the tournament arc as our raid. So this expansion seems very, very anime in a sense. And I can see how that could probably turn off some people. The temple guards have been watching us most intently. One does not stroll freely into Vernigarmanda's prison, it seems. Ooh, I almost clicked on her. While this is certainly an impressive building, it doesn't seem the sort of structure one would build to hold a Terral Vedro. We'll need permission to enter the temple, but I expect it won't be a problem for the third promise. Maybe. Is it taboo to request entrance to the temple, you think? Let's see. Who are you? What business have you have with Krile or Zar the Gracious? Let's see if I can convince the guards to let us through. I am Wuk Lamet, third promise of the Tuliolao. I seek your elector for the right of succession. May I speak with Gurfurlor? The High Luminary has granted amendments to the claimants. You may enter. Huh? That was easier than expected. And we go then. Gods, is that? Hi, Valley Garmanda. Cool. Welcome. I'm Luminary Gerfer Lore? He is not here at present. I am Luminary Zormor War. This is the Sky Ruin Valley Garmanda. Manda. I don't know if it's Garmanda. It is the Terral Vidro whose name has evoked terror since the time immemorial. Even my people, once conquerors of all beneath the sun, were as bridal leaves before Galimormanda Terpentus power. When the Sky Ruin descended upon Yurgo Pacha 8 decades ago, the casualties were staggering. Had Gorilla Jaja and his companions not intervened, we would have been slaughtered to the last. So he had a little party himself. Their titanic battle with Valley Garmanda raged for 10 days and 10 nights. As their foe fought on, tireless and relentless, our heroes were pushed beyond the limits of their endurance. Thus did the head of the reason concurred a desperate plan. Goljaja tricked the Sky Ruin into losing control of its own ice magic, causing unwitting Terral Vidro to encase itself in frozen ether. And it's been like this ever since. Nice work, Papa. But what happens if the ice ever melts? That same question looms large in my minds, for the magic sustaining this prison grow weaker with each passing year. Valley Garmanda commands powers of the fire and lightning and ice. Some believe that the violence of the recent storm was a result of those energies slipping free. That raging tempest from Valley Garmanda? Setting future worries aside, you are to come to attempt a feat of proof, yes? The High Luminary chosen elector of the Dawnservent has left me with the instructions for all inspiring claimants. You are to scour our foreboding mountains and find the waiting Gerfer lore that is being your challenge. Oh. And so the search itself is the feat. You've already spoken with my brothers, I take it? I have. Their expeditions are underway. Then we better pick up the pace. Aye, but we need a direction to search in first. Let's see what hints we can gather from the villagers. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be our trial pretty soon. That means our dungeon. Is our dungeon gonna be the search, or? I guess we'll see. I've encountered many extraordinary creatures in Eosia and elsewhere, but long has it been since I felt such an overwhelming presence, like 1,000 dagger points prickling my skin. I sense the recent explosion of a great deal of ether from Valley Garmanda's prison. The ice will hold for but a few years more, I fear. Terral Vidro sounds an awful like the species of the Far East. Or are they the same thing under a different name, do you think? Possibly. As large as the Yokoi are, seeking blindly for one in the expense of these mountains will be an exercise in fertility. We need more information. God's Valley Garmanda is enormous. I know Papa had friends with him, but it's incredible he could hold his own against that thing. Should a prison ever fail through, we can't expect the old guard to come running. It'll be up to us to save the day. Food. Let me get the fish. If we want to pass this feat, it looks like we've got more climbing ahead of us. Okay. The feat of proof. Alphino will share his strategy of information gathering. Okay. As we just informed, the feat of proof requires us to seek the high luminary Gorfa lore somewhere upon these mountains. However, if early feats are any indication, we must assume the challenge precludes the Yokoi from answering our question in a straightforward manner. Thus, I would ask that you pay close attention while attempting to divine Gerla Lore's whereabouts. Though the giants may not give us a precise location, there may be clues hidden within their words, such is my theory anyways. Let us see what we can discover. Yep. Never stop climbing. Climb all the mountains. The High Luminary? No, I've not seen him today. Now let me ask you a question. The X-Bar came out of the temple earlier. Was that really the third promise? She seems rather unimposing. How is she meant to succeed the mighty Gul Jaja? Dang. I mean, gotta give her a chance. Just because someone doesn't look threatening doesn't mean that they're not fit the rule. Check out this twig. You want to see that into the Yolao? Asking after the High Luminary as well as you are. I know not where to find him, but I do hope you have the opportunity to speak together. He's a great man with a deep reverence for our traditions. These glyphs we carve, for one, he affords them as much value as any treasure we possess. They're records of lives lived, your arrival too. I will etch into the stone that the story of our meeting may endure for untold turnings of the sun. If you are curious about our ways, then I bid you visit Proof to the northwest of here. It is one of our grave sites. Oh, okay. I definitely will. Oh, I did not know you could see our companions out and about. When you finish asking around, we can meet back where we started. Okay. There's Aaronville. They grow corn here too. It's a common crop wherever you go, including up north at Exteral. Or Zexteral, or something like that. Okay, before I do that, let me see if I can find Alize and Krile. Wuk Lamet. Gotta get those extra dialogue, you know? Well, there's Alize and Wuk Lamet. That helps out a lot. The Yokoi are bigger than I imagined. Side by side, they make even a Hano look small. Looking at these glyphs. His wall is covered in Yokoi writing. I wonder what it says. Alright, Krile, where are you at? Gotta get that extra juicy dialogue. From what I've seen of this so far, the Yokoi seems a gentle and reserved people. Yeah, they may be giant, but they definitely aren't people who try to attack others for no reason. Alright, here's our last guy. Hey, Tuliolalan? No, you're from further away than that, I think. As for the High Luminary, I can only guess where he might be. He is a warder of the Skyrim, but also a keeper of the Sept Lucis, and his duties often take him outside the village. Okay. First things first, was anyone able to coax forth a definition location for the High Luminary? As expected, what then of clues or other hints that might point us in the right direction? This song is your ringtone? I heard that in addition to his usual duties, Gerfer Lore is also in charge of with keeping the graves. Yeah, he's probably at the proof. As did I. The Yokoi suppliage reaches appear to hold a special significance in their culture. But would it be appropriate for us outsiders to enter into their burial grounds? There's a place called the Proof that they were telling me. Proof, you say? And he encouraged you to visit this place yourself? Yep. Then let's go and take a look. Even if we don't find Gerfer Lore there, it will give us a chance to learn more about the Yokoi. The gravesite is somewhere northwest of here. Well, we can leave from that side of the village for a start, shall we? Oh, this song. It's been a little while. The others have gone on ahead to prove following the trail west. There are sharp drops everywhere, so we'll all be moving at our own pace. Some of us are not built for crappy terrain. I thought to get my bearings from up here first, so I don't stumble off a cliff. Why don't you try catching up to Aaronville? He should be able to point you in the right direction. Okay. Is that proof way over there? Possibly. I definitely have to agree with everyone on this one. This song is actually becoming one of my favorites in this expansion thus far. Oh, you wanna go, huh? Alright. Time to put it as my ringtone? I don't know about ringtone. It's not quite mountain climbing, but these steep slopes are exhausting enough. It's okay, Alize, we'll get there. Oh no, I do really enjoy this song. It's a really good one, but I wouldn't put it as like a ringtone or anything though. Let me guess, Alphino? Yep, I see him right there in the distance. Oh, Aaronville's right there too. Okay. Well, let me talk to Alphino first. These have the look of homes rather than graves, but it seems long years have passed since anyone's living resides here. Oh, you know what? I forgot about these too. Dang it. I gotta go get this one. It's gotta be somewhere around here, so let me grab this real quick. Let's go, Torgo. Send me up to the top. Wow, this is going pretty high. It's gonna take me out of somewhere else? What is this? Is this a volcano spot or something? Interesting little spot. Thank you. Get a good view of the area too. Oh, wait. Those are probably from the Valley Garmanda. From fighting it or something. Let me see if I can slide down here easily. Okay. 291. So it's got to be up in that little town area. That's what I'm guessing is probably in that town area. I think while we make our way through the story, I will get there. Take a look at this crater. This is no wood, no trees, not even dried grass, and yet the ground still burns. This must be one of the scars left by Valley Garmanda's rampage as told by the saga. As I figured. The Skyrune's fires are described as eternal flames that can be quenched by neither storm nor time, and here I thought it was a literary embellishment. But now I've lost sight of Wuk Lamet. Proof is nowhere west along the main road. So, hopefully she's still heading right way. A world you cannot experience alone. Is that what her journey with the Dawnservent showed her? Something that I too might find? Yeah, I'll probably look at that later. I see a fate going on over here with the giants. Leave me alone, tree. You're not interesting enough for me to fight. even though I fight it. I'm not gonna bother with this. Oh, wait, we fight these giants? Oh, I was not expecting that. Well, you giants gonna have to wait. I don't feel like dealing with you right now. Leave me alone. Oh, he's really coming for me. Yeah, you better back off. Be scared. Oh, we got a brave one. Yeah, that's what I thought. Taste my axe as he runs away. Okay. That one's got an attitude. I look like the one that was scared. I stood there waiting for him. But he didn't come for me. Ding, 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 ding. They always put it on like edges or something, so it's gotta be on the edge of this little area. Aha, there you are. Like I said, they always put it on edges. Ah, you've come. Wuk Lamet wins again. Looks like everyone is here now. So, greetings, friend. Are you Gur for lore? No, I am not. The High Luminary did, however, task me with providing a lesson on subliches to those who came in search of them. Oh, so we were meant to find our way here after all. Are you to tell us who is buried here? No one is buried here, in the sense you mean. When a body has served its purpose, we consign it to the flames, then scatter its ashes across the peaks. Ooh. Moreover, we do not conceive of death as others do. For us, a person does not die when their heart ceases to beat, but only when they are no longer born in the hearts of all of who know them. You know, that's a pretty deep meaning. You see it in a lot of stuff. This is why we build our supliches before age or mishap claims us, that we might etch ourselves into the living chronicle for all eternity. Ew. That's a smart way to do it. This grave belongs to a good friend. His mortal vessel ended its journey some years ago, but he lives within me, even now. Up there stands my own sepulchre. As long as it exists, so too I will endure in the hearts of those who read my grave glyphs in the same manner of my friend does in mine. Has it always been thus for your people? This conception of existence and death? Continue along this path to the illegible passage. Beyond the history upon its walls, you may find the answers to your questions. And that's what we'll do. Your traditions are fascinating, and I'd love to know more. I thank you for allowing me to share them, for in doing so, I will remain in your hearts also. Go now to the idle passage, and morals of the history of the people lay bare. I'm going to continue my search of ether currents off stream. Right now, let's just try to get as further as we can here. To not only be remembered, but to live on inside the hearts of others. If it's possible, then grandfather surely lives on inside of mine. 'Tis a comforting thought. Look at these splendid morals. They appear to depict 4 different scenes. Oh. Okay. Interesting. I get the feeling they were expecting us. I've never spoken with the Yokoi before and had no idea that they held such as philosophical life and death. I've been waiting for you. Yep. Hello. A fellow we met at the proof suggested that we come here. Yes, the High Luminary commanded that I watch for your arrival. As the chroniclers of our people, it has ever been my family duty to pass on the teachings of the morals from generation to generation. They really are magnificent, and together they tell the tale of your people's history. They are the events which shaped us. I would share them with you ere you continue on your way. Please, we should love to know all about it. Then I will begin. This first mural depicts a time more than 1100 years ago, an age of great prosperity for the Yokoi. Blessed of the size and strength unmatched by other peoples, our ancestors marched forth and brought much of the Yoktoral under their dominion. Then, when all before them had been conquered, they turned their gaze northwards, seeking to expand their territory and power. Here we see the expedition to the Yoktoral. Unable to cross the straits by ship, or forefathers set the building of the bridge to the Northlands at grand labor, which consumed the greater part of the century. Zagar the Boundless, we still make use of the bridge of Toyalao for travel. I can't imagine the patience and dedication it took to complete a work of that scale. But I've never heard of any Yokoi living in Yoktoral. What happened to the ones who went north? Look upon this next mural and behold the answer. The scene suggests that many giants perished all at once. What manner of the enemy could have repelled their invasion? A foe unnamed and unseen. When the expedition pushed forth to Yoktoral, those 1,000 years ago, its soldiers were fled by diseases. Some terrible illness? No. A virulent plague or newly arisen blight. For the local Tanawada and the Shitana, it was but a mild affliction of the sort that comes with the turning of the seasons. What manifested them as slight fevers and coughs, however, proved deadly to our people. Out of every 10 Yokoi who joined that northern campaign, 9 succumbed to the infection. Those who survived continue to suffer, finding it difficult to sire offspring. I've heard of this before. Lacking in inherent resistance, visitors to distant lands can fall deathly ill to diseases a local might shrug off. These events might also have given rise to the practice of the cremation rather than the burial of mortal remains. That makes sense. This final mural depicts the return of our grieving brethren to Yogopacha. The reason they first left, why they had fought so long and pushed so far, was to ensure peace for our homeland. This undertaking began in ancient times, when our forebears learned they shared the continent with people unlike to us in appearance or custom. They feared invasion was inevitable. Rather than meekly await their fate, they decided to strike the first blow. Yet, as they fought on and on, the old idea of the peace drafted further and further away. Only after the disaster of Yoktoral and their withdrawal to the mountains did they come to understand. The peace we envisioned had been ours for taking all along. It was here, in the place where it birthed us, here in the stones upon which we recorded our days here, in this tranquil life we had traded for conquest and conflict. When you do nothing but fight, it can blind you to what's right before eyes. And so we return to the present. I trust you found this brief history of our people enlightening. I'm always glad to learn more about the fellow Tirali, how you've lived until now and how you wish to live from now on. And I believe you are ready to proceed. The High Luminary bids you meet him upon the summit of Workhor Zomar. I had a feeling we'll end up scaling that big old mountain. Well, it's a feat worthy of the name. Follow the trail south of here to begin your ascent. But be wary, beyond that entryway, the mountainside is home to ferocious beasts, both mundane and otherwise. We'll keep that in mind. Thank you for warning in the lesson. Finally, we know we're going to the top of Workhor Zomar. Wait, aren't we going the wrong way? Why were we going? Wait, no, it's actually that way. Okay, so what is that direction? Alright, well, let's go on over here then. And I think once we get to this spot, we're gonna have to call it a night. Okay, Wuk Lamet and Alizé are here. Why are y'all chilling here? I have known we'd be climbing Workhor Zomar, but I might have raced up and down all these trails. My feet are killing me. This thin mountain air is going to be the death of me. What? How long have you been standing there? I was just taking in the scenery is all. Come on, we don't want to fall too far behind from Alphino and the others. Oh, let's go. Wow, that is still burning over there. Like, what are those? It's Lee, and it's all shaking and stuff. And now he wants to attack me. Well, sorry, buddy. I'm not gonna be enjoying your little pleasures of fights. Okay. Yeah, this screams a dungeon, which is perfect for us to just go ahead and stop things after I read their dialogue and all that. I hope we come across Boko Jaja on our way to the summit. We still owe him for the troubles that causes in Kazuma Uka, right? The true size of the mountain is never more apparent than when you're standing right at its foot. I cast a rejuvenating spell on Wuk Lamet. Even our indomitable third promise is feeling the strain of these slopes. I fear it won't be much use to you as a guide past this point. Even in Chulalau, there is a precious little written about the sacred peak of the Workhor Zomar, beyond whimsical poetry, that is. You remember how the chronicler was saying that the more they fought, the further away they moved from their idea of peace? It occurs to me that Zoroja is attempting the feat of proof, then he will have heard of the same lesson. I can only hope that it made him reconsider his own stance on educating people through war. Yeah, I think this is a dungeon, so I think this is a good place to go ahead and end stuff. So, thanks everyone for joining me today. Next time we come in, we're going to do this dungeon, and I believe after the dungeon, we're going to have a trial too, if we're going by the same structure as Shadowbringers and Endwalker. That's if we're going by that same structure. But I think it's good to start out with a dungeon next time, you know? Give me some good fighting in the beginning of a stream, you know? That's going to be fun.